Alright guys, welcome to episode 1 of my new psychology series. Honestly, I wanted to make something like this for a while now. Something that actually teaches traders the real side of trading and not just these fake, spammy, get rich quick videos, which you've obviously watched before, I've watched them, and they don't work. I just want to show the truth behind trading and what it actually takes to become profitable. And the truth is, psychology is 90% of the reason why 90% of traders fail. The 10% of traders who are actively profitable were the ones who managed to fix their psychology and survive trading. So if you want to stop blowing accounts, stop revenge trading, stop getting emotional with every loss and win that you take, then this series is for you. And this is episode 1. I'm gonna start it properly, right from the beginning. So before I tell you how psychology actually works, let me be real with you and just tell you my story. So I've been trading now for almost 4 years, and I've been through everything you can imagine. Blown accounts, past challenges, failed challenges, I've won big and lost big. I had days where I felt untouchable, and I had days where I lost my entire rent in one trade. And after going through the same spiral again and again and again, I decided to sit back and really look at why I kept losing in trading. And after months of going back through my own data, journaling every trade, and trying to pull as much data together as possible for my trading, the crazy part I realized was it wasn't even my strategy that was wrong. It was purely my psychology. The reason why I lost was always me. It was my emotions, it was my ego, it was my greed, it was my fear. And I had a huge lack of discipline, where I had the days where I just wanted to get my loss back as quickly as possible. The days I just traded because I was bored. And the days where I sized my position up for no real reason. And every mistake I made in trading had nothing to do with the technical side of it, but it had everything to do with the psychology. And once I understood how psychology worked, my trading improved tenfold. And that's why I'm making this series, because most traders think that they need a new strategy, a new indicator, better entries, or better setups. But getting better at those things doesn't matter if you don't get better at your psychology. This series is literally designed to rewire your brain as a trader and to help you understand why you keep making the same mistakes over and over again, even though you tell yourself you're never gonna do that mistake again. And we are gonna break that cycle permanently. There's gonna be 10 episodes, each episode covering the exact psychological problems that you have as a trader and the solutions on how to fix them. And yes, there's gonna be a lot of episodes, but because psychology is 80% of trading, there is a lot to cover. My best advice is get a notebook and write everything I say down. Because if you can't even be disciplined to watch these videos, then you might as well delete MetaTrader, delete your broker, and stop trading immediately, because you'll never improve. I'm gonna upload one every day, so the whole course should only take 10 days in total for you guys to watch. And that's 10 days to hopefully completely rewire your brain when trading. Now, episode 1 wouldn't feel like episode 1 without a solid foundation. And this is the part you need to understand before we go any deeper into your psychology. And that is, your emotions are stronger than your strategy. And if you can't control your emotions, then your strategy is pointless. Now, I want you to write that down, because that is so important being the first episode. And that is, your emotions are stronger than your strategy. And if you can't control your emotions, your strategy is pointless. So let me break that down for you. You can have the best setup in the world, the cleanest strategy, perfect back tests, and perfect risk to rewards. But if you get angry, you'll break the rules. If you get scared, you'll close early. If you get greedy, you're gonna over risk. If you get bored, you'll just take a trade just because. And if you get overconfident, you'll double your size, you'll double your risk, and you'll blow the account within one day. And no strategy can save you from you. And most traders don't lose because they're bad at trading. They lose because they're bad at handling their emotions. And trading is really one of the only jobs in the world where you can do everything right, but you still lose, and you can still lose money. And that's what messes with traders' brains. That's what makes them chase. That's what makes them doubt themselves, and it makes them act impulsively. So episode 1 is meant to wake you up about this, not scare you, but make you aware. Because if you don't take action to fix your mind, you'll keep repeating the same mistakes forever. And if you do fix your mind, you can literally trade the simplest strategy in the world and still win and still be profitable. Because psychology is what turns that strategy into a powerful strategy. So here's my message before we end episode 1. Forget everything you think trading is. Forget the hype. Forget the idea that one big trade can change your life. And forget the idea that you're just one indicator away from a perfect strategy. Because trading is a mental game, and the people who master their mindset are the people who master trading. And that's why we start here, right at the basics. So yeah, episode 1 is a bit of a beginner's guide to psychology and trading. But as each episode goes on, we'll dive deeper into why you're still unprofitable. So in episode 2, which will be the first real episode on how to start fixing your psychology, we're gonna go straight into fear. And fear is one of the #1 things why traders can't keep themselves consistent. So please subscribe so you can catch episode 2 tomorrow. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the like button. Like always, I've put the 2 brokers that I use below in the description, the prop firm that I use, which is FTMO, and the live broker that I use, which is XNES. And again, thank you for watching. I wish you all the best with your trading.